Good morning, fellas. How are we doing today? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another stream, a Thursday stream today. There were people in chat, absolute savants, that just knew that I was battling the Alpha Grand Bull. It was kind of like based off of the sound effects during the intro behind the music. That was crazy. So to all of you gamers out there, you were correct. I was battling the Alpha Grand Bull, preparing a catch for the start of today's stream. I'm going to go ahead and toss a Dream Ball and see how the IVs go. This should probably catch here. But good morning, guys. I'm going to be doing Twitch rewards today as well. A lot of people in chat were asking, hey, what does he mean by Twitch rewards? What does he mean by quote-unquote free Pokemon or stuff like that? Essentially, on Twitch, you can watch the stream and then get Twitch points or reward points for free just by watching. And then you can go redeem those points for Patrouski OT Pokemon. So it's sort of a cute little meme.
Redeem Pokemon.
Yeah, there you go. So redeem Pokemon being like redeeming your Twitch points. You would go to the Twitch chat, go to redeem your points, and then you could submit things like Patrouski OT Pokemon. You select whatever species you want, and I'll send you, that Pokemon in game. So make sure to add your IGN if you want a Patrouski OT Pokemon. This is sort of my way of doing that. A lot of people will ask me for Patrouski OT Pokemon. It feels weird to sell a Pokemon in game with my OT. That shouldn't have any value. It feels weird, So this is kind of my way to give people OTs, but also not really charging them anything for it, but also can't do everyone free OTs, and I would have no time to play the game. So that's my little explanation. Let's go ahead and jump into today's stream. Good morning, guys. This is actually a really tough question. Where would you recommend a Shunt Scyther? Hilariously, this is one of the weirdest shunts in the game because there's so many different options. You can actually repel trick Scyther, but I don't know the exact levels and I don't know the exact location. But there should be some location. Finally caught the Alpha Grand Bull. Whew, that's nice as well. That was way more trouble than I thought it was going to be. And it's a fine catch. I'll take it. But what was I saying? Yeah, Shunting Scyther is weird because you can what's the Pokedex? You could egg hunt for Scyther. You could go to a route and randomly go for it. You could repel trick it. You could go to the route in Sinnoh. If you it depends on how badly you want Scyther and only Scyther, right? If you only want Scyther, you probably egg hunt it. But if you're okay with other shinies or getting other shinies along the way, there's a really good spot in Sinnoh at Route 210 that has Sudowoodo, Scyther, Breloom, and Mr. Mime, 4 very cool rare shinies. As well as there should be some spot to repel trick. I think you should probably never egg it, to be fair, actually. You probably repel trick it. However, I don't know the exact repel trick spot, the exact repel trick level, or the location. Yeah, so I would hit up someone with more experience specifically shunting Scyther. It's legitimately a complicated one. Let me just list the Grand Bull before I forget. Careful Ninja. It's probably just 2x31 field like this. Probably just search field, alpha. Male is going to be important. Dodge all those Miltanks as well. Around 50k or so. It's pretty solid. You know what? It's definitely worth my little time there for 50k. I'll take it. Ooh, and we can... Wait, I almost forgot. We can collect all the Pokeyen from selling all that stuff yesterday. Got a Cut Ocarina there. Bam. 853k. You love to see it. Plus a couple more. Plus a bit more. Plus a bit more. Up to 29.1 million Pokeyen. I'm hunting for Suicune as well with Swarm at 9,000 encounters. Am I just unlucky? I would say at 9,000, I'd probably call that a little unlucky, but we just don't know the rate yet. The rate is somewhere between... The rate is just somewhere between 1 out of 2,000 and 1 out of 7,000. We just don't know. I kind of wish the devs would tell us the rate for the legendaries. I understand keeping it a secret for the first 3 months, the first 3 rotations of the dogs. But now that... we're now in month 4 and we're rotating the cycle. It'd be kind of cool to know, oh, is it 1 out of 5k, 1 out of 4k? What's the rate of the legendary beasts in the wild? So we don't really know. If you're at 9,000 encounters, I mean, you're obviously over the 1 out of 7k at max if it is that. I would call that a little unlucky for sure. Nothing crazy. I think once you get double rate on something, then it's damn. Obviously, I always hope you get something as soon as possible. So good luck to you, man. Hope you get it as soon as possible. Sorry you're unlucky on the Legendary Beast Hunt, man. Hopefully RNG evens out. All right, first Twitch reward is going to be a Larvesta for my boy Nexicus. I'm going to try to do a nice Larvesta for him if possible. It's a great Pokemon. I'm going to try to do 25 plus special attack, 31 speed, and modest. We're gonna shoot for that. All right, here comes the breed for the Larvesta. 25 plus special attack, modest. This is really solid. I'm happy with this. Honestly, we'll see how that comes out. I don't care about the gender. Or yeah, we'll do this. Okay. I do always tell people, in the off chance that if I'm breeding you a Twitch reward point Pokemon and it comes out shiny, I'm sorry, I am going to keep it. If that happens though, I will breed you like a 5x31 of like whatever. Like if I randomly breed a shiny, I'm not in the business of giving out free Patrouski OT shinies. I'm sorry, that's too, or just giving away Patrouski OT shinies at all. You know, it's still a Patrouski OT shiny. I do want to keep that. I apologize, but if I am doing that, you know, I'm breeding you that thing and it comes out like that, I'll happily give you a 5x31 as a sort of little bouncy, because that's really cool if that happens. You know. Whenever someone asks for any Pokemon, I usually just send people Cranidos, because Cranidos is definitely the one I have a ton of. Is there anyone out there at all with a Patrouski OT shiny? That's a great question. No, there's not. That's actually really interesting. There's not a single Patrouski OT shiny out there in the wild. That's a great, yeah, totally great question. True, true, true. Okay, this Larvesta came out really nice. Modest, 31 speed, 27 special attack. Defense low rolled, unfortunately, but that's okay. This works. It's something for PVM-ish. This may be a dumb question, but why do people want Ditto boxes so badly? The way that I explain it to people is like, think about every single like shiny Charizard, right? Every rare shiny in the game, right? Every shiny Charizard, every shiny Absol, every shiny, you know, Venusaur, Sceptile, all the rare shinies, Metagross, the ones people love, right? For those shinies, you need 30,000 Dittos on average. That's a lot of Dittos. So like, Dittos are in such high demand and always will be, because you need just an astronomical amount on average per rare shiny, right? It's just astronomical, the amount of Dittos that are needed. So like the demand for Ditto boxes is always so high. I always tell people, you can sell Ditto boxes so fast, it's crazy. Like, you should never be struggling to sell a Ditto box. If you are, I really recommend joining my Discord and going to the trading lounge. We have like a role for people buying Ditto boxes and selling them, and you can like find people who are buying Ditto boxes really fast. It's really, really crazy. Really recommend it. Okay, I have a couple people on Twitch Rewards and a couple in chat who want Soak Smeargles named Soakie. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head over to Hoenn. We're gonna go over to Artisan Cave. I'm gonna use Soak against the wild Smeargles, let them sketch it, and then essentially just I'm gonna catch a couple. I'm gonna catch a couple of these at one time, so it'll be really nice. Pat, how many phases do you think you'd go in a hunt before giving up entirely? I mean, the real answer is probably infinite, but that's a, you know, that's a bold answer. There's definitely like phases where I would like take a break, you know, but I think I always come back to shunts over time, sort of thing. But there's like with Miltank, I'm trying to think. Miltank I did kind of straight, which I don't usually do, to be fair. But I could see myself, I just jump around shunts in the first place. I think jumping around shunts is really powerful, and I really, really encourage it to like break up monotony and just go to different like physical environments in game, like grassy green environments, cave environments. Like shaking up the environments which you shunt in is like really important in my opinion. Stuff like that. Yeah, is I guess my biggest answer to that. I don't know. Let's collect the Pokeyen for the Grand Bowl and then mail off some of these Soak Smeargles over to people. Fuck, I only caught 4 Smeargles, and there's actually more people that requested them. Dude, I've never seen this many requests from... That's actually nuts. So Clarko wanted 1 as well. I just sent off 4 Smeargles to people. Even my girlfriend had to redeem Twitch rewards just to be able to get a Patrouski OT Pokemon. We treat everybody fairly around here, fellas. Soakie, there you go. I'm so glad I actually checked this. I think it's Clarko. This is so funny. I think it's Clarko with a capital I instead of the L. I'm so glad I like thought about that for a sec before I sent this off. Imagine some random person with the name Clarko getting this as opposed to the actual chatter. Okay. With like this message, he'd be so confused. Okay, send mail. Bam, there we go. Mark as complete. All right. Now I need to go catch like 2 more. How many more Smeargles? 1, 2, I think 2, 3. 3 more Smeargles have been requested. Back to Artisan Cave, fellas. I shouldn't have left Hoenn. Okay, I've got 4 more Smeargles to mail off, which I think I hilariously might need more after this. We'll have to see. So I've got remind me to check. Everybody wants it to be nicknamed Soakie. Thankfully, you guys can just nickname it yourself once you get it as well. But Twitch reward Soakie, this dumb Soakie meme has really Carried on a lot farther than I thought it would. Dude, I literally don't have enough Smeargles. Everybody's redeeming Smeargles today. So there's one from... one, two... Okay, I'm gonna need to go catch at least one more. What I'll probably do is I'll probably go just catch 4 more and have some in reserve just in case. It's a very Soakie day, apparently. Look at all these sent mail. It's just all... It's cool to see like all the Twitch rewards lined up. How many... Is it 2 pages, actually? More than I expected. Well, I guess it's how many of them were like today. So it's 11, 16 today. So it's first page and then down to only here. Not that many. And then these are last. We can see all the previous Twitch rewards or most of the mail that I send out. That's awesome. All the shuckles. That's kind of cool to be able to have the log of all the sent mail. That's actually awesome. You know what I want to do? Let me go ahead and do this one. I always forget. I try to prioritize when people send me breeds. Like Lefty sent me a Zorua breed that he wants me to do. So I want to go ahead and go prioritize this and then send this back to him as soon as possible. So let's go to the breeder really quick in Hoenn if I can remember where it's at. Isn't it like over here, I think? And we'll try to send that back to him as soon as we get that hatched and send it back to him. This kind of breed is super cool because it's like, I don't know, it's crazy that he wants a 5x31 Alpha Zorua with MyOT is such an honor because it's obviously an expensive breed. So it's crazy he wants it with MyOT. That's like super cute. Yeah. I don't know if he wants a specific gender. I don't think he cares. I think the nature is taken care of, so I think it's fine. I think it's like a perfect... I don't know if I should have gone female on that just in case. That might have been a mistake. I apologize to him if so. We got that taken care of. Pog. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go catch more Smeargles. Of course, we got to go do that. I'm going to say something really dumb and stupid, and I'm just going to preface it. This is just full nostalgia, full selfish reasoning. I love the idea of playing it. If someone made like a PokeMMO private server that was like 2013 PokeMMO, I would love that shit. With like bike MMO and stuff. It would be terrible. It would not last very long. It would not be sustainable. Like certain classic MMOs, things like classic World of Warcraft, old school RuneScape, these things can work because of what they were and everything like that. Classic PokeMMO literally cannot work because the economy is not sustainable. Like that's why the breeding system had to be implemented. And like, you know, there's certain things like, yeah, like PokeMMO literally was not sustainable in 2013 due to the weird economy and like not being able to trade Pokeyen, lucky eggs being the form of currency. What else? Like the breeding working the way it did, not consuming Pokemon, shinies forever going down in price. Like it was like that. It was just not sustainable. So it'd be super fun to play again, but it would literally be just for fun and just for like a casual side little meme. Did the devs do anything for April Fools? Usually, yes. Wait, that's actually a great question. Usually the devs will do something like turn all follower sprites into Bidoof. One year they turned everybody's follower sprite into Wailord, so it was like impossible to see what was happening on the screen. They've done some pretty funny stuff historically for April Fools, which is, you know, I'm a huge fan of. I love this Twitch reward request. They want the first fire-type Pokemon that I encounter in Fiery Path Hoenn. What a cool... leave it up to chance. That's a cool one. Okay, the Zorua hatched, and it came out calm, which is actually fine. I wasn't sure if he... I really wish I bred it female in hindsight, because I didn't think about nature. I feel kind of bad. I probably should have paid the money. I just didn't think about it. But it coming out calm is actually usable, for sure, which is awesome. We're going to send the Zorua back over to Lefty. Maybe I'll go through my mail today. I could do more box sorting. I kind of want a shiny hunt, though. Thanks for watching, King. That's awesome. We'll send that back. That is completed now, which is a big deal. That was a huge one, which is really cool. Shellder fishing. I would love... Dude, shiny Shellder. I probably should start hunting for shiny Shellder more. That is, like... Shiny Shellder is unironically one of my favorites shiny Pokemon in Gen 1. Like, it's that good to me. Which means I probably should be shunting it way more. Could I Super Rod for it? 5 Island? What's the best way to go for it? I guess New Bar Town, Super Rod, Route 26. Any shiny Shellder hunters in chat, where do you hunt for it? I think here, like, when there's different fishing spots like this, it's always nice to hear people's locations, experiences, and recommendations and such. So that's all of the Smeargles requests finally taken care of. I'm going to throw these other Smeargles in here just for the time being, because I'm sure other people might request them in the future. I don't usually stock up like that, but it's fine. Now that I'm getting some PC space free. Next up, we have some other requests. We've got Raticate, Shuckle, Chimecho is a really cool request. The Fiery Path one. Tauros is a cool one. Beldum, Squirtle. Let's do Squirtle, since that's the one. They've been waiting for 7 days for this Squirtle, so let's go ahead and do that. Is it better to sell a Pokemon via trade chat or instantly go to the GTL? I'd say for like 99% of Pokemon, there's a Tauros. 99% of Pokemon, you probably just go straight to the GTL. Maybe even like 99.9%. I almost never sell anything in trade chat. It's very, very few things you want to sell in trade chat. Very, 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 very few things. But there might be some like really rare 2012 mons or certain like shinies with certain. I tried to sell like a shiny Kecleon that was like competitive ready in trade chat before. Like looking for stuff there can be good. Man, generally like the effort of trade chat is just so brutal versus the like payout. Like I think generally just going to the GTL 99.99% of the time is better. But I would for very specific things you want to go trade chat. For Ditto boxes you want to go trade chat. For really specific shinies that have good IVs. For things that are kind of luxurious that like are cool and interesting, but someone may not search for or want to buy without it looking them in the face, if that makes sense. A good example is that shiny Kecleon, right? Like most people don't really think about or care about owning a shiny competitive Kecleon, but if you throw it in trade chat in front of some like rich eyes, they're like, oh, that's kind of interesting. You know what? I'll pay 8 mil for that, 12 mil. That's kind of cool. Like it's almost like endorsing window shopping. Like sometimes that is actually really useful, which is a very funny technique to think about in a Pokemon game. All right, there's the Tauros catch. I'm gonna have to breed it down because this guy wanted it for a storyline. I'm gonna breed this, and it's level 29, so I do want to make it lower level for him for his storyline. We're gonna go ahead and the Squirtle hatched as well. We're gonna send off that Squirtle. We're gonna go breed the Tauros. We'll do some other stuff. Wonder Trade in PokeMMO would be, first of all, just extremely fun, but secondly, Wonder Trade would be so good for like YouTube content, for like stream content. Like imagine that'd be a cool like April Fool's or like Christmas video to like buy a shiny and like Wonder Trade it away. Like there's some really cool things you can do, some cute things, or like Wonder Trading like a full box of Cranidos to see what I get. Like I don't know, there's some really cute things. I think Wonder Trading, I will say Wonder Trading in an MMO, people are going to be much like skimpier. Like you're not going to see people trading off like hacked shinies, right? Like an X and Y, right? But so like it's literally going to be people just trading off like really cheap stuff and hoping to get value, like even more so than ever, because in an MMO like all value is important and like you can sell Pokemon for pure yen, so it does kind of mess with the quote-unquote like fun of Wonder Trade, which is fair. But I think it'd still be cool to be implemented. You can rename your boxes in game by clicking the little name of it up here. You used to like right click it, but they changed it, so now you like left click the part up here to rename. What's the one thing you're the most hyped for Gen 6? You want the really boring answer? Heavy duty boots. Really boring answer. Or Mega Gengar, only so that we can hunt for shiny Mega Gengar, or to like make shiny Ghastly and that whole line look way more valuable, because obviously it came out modest. I just want to rebreed this for fellas. This is so shit. But yeah, I think just heavy duty boots or mega shiny Gengar, because that is a beautiful shiny. I've been doing Twitch rewards for the first hour and a half of my stream, so at this point I'm just trying to get back to shunting or something. Yeah, this has been a lot longer than I expected, unfortunately, but I'm behind. I mean, I'm 2 weeks or so behind on Twitch rewards. It makes sense. To the absolutely base king that requested a Chimecho, I have this Chimecho that I bred like forever ago. Even like longer. So I had this as a Chingling forever, and I needed to like evolve it to rebreed it. I wanted to make this a comp forever. It's been sitting in my untrained boxes forever, and I've never trained it. So I will send this over to you, my friend. I wanted to make this into a pretty decent competitive Chimecho. It's nothing crazy, obviously, but bold nature. It's got correct nature and decent stats, so it's a super solid Chimecho that can be turned comp, which is, I think, it's an underrated Pokemon. I respect you going for the Chimecho request. There's the Tauros being sent off as well. Fellows asked me yesterday to like name one Pokemon for a storyline run. He said, and I said Tauros. So then he redeemed the points. So Adamant Tauros, 20 plus attack and speed. Hopefully this will make your storyline runs a bit fun and interesting, man. Good luck to you. Okay, the last 3 Twitch redemptions of today are going to be a Nincada for Shamo Runner, the Fire type one and Fiery Path for J Master, and then if Tough Shots is in chat, I need his IGN he wants a Beldum. A quick reminder that if you want to do a Twitch reward point redemption, there is only 2 things you need to remember to put: the Pokemon you want and your IGN. Both are very, people always forget their IGN. I get it. It's pretty easy to forget that, but just remember, I might have to reject or refund your submission if you forget, so just keep that in mind. Now let's breed this in Kata, and then we'll go do the Fiery Path location in Hoenn. I was able to Everstone this, which is, I'm hoping for a speed roll here. Even if it medium speed rolls at 20, that's like solid. Just hoping for that at the very least. Sus, by the way. All right, here's the Fiery Path one. Let's see, what's the first Pokemon that I encounter here? What's the first mon? Numel. There you go, man. There's your Fiery Path mon. Dude, wait, the Numel is so good. Hell, and it's quiet? Wait, this is like actually a sick Numel. I don't know if you're just using it for storyline. Obviously, it's a little funny that's quiet with this, but that's actually a sick. This is a really good camera up catch, dude. Let's go. Nice, dude. One of the better Twitch reward requests you'll see. So that's on a really creative one. That's awesome, dude. Okay, Numel's going off to the boy. I'm really happy. Got a good catch on that. Nice, nice, nice. Mark that as complete. And then the last one we're going to do today is Shamo Runner. I think it's like this, right? I think it's just like this. You're getting the Nincada. How did the Nincada come out? Jolly Nature. It high rolled speed. Okay, perfect. We'll take it. Perfect. We'll take it. Hard. Oof. All right. Only an hour and 50 minutes, and we're finally done all of the Twitch reward points. If you redeem any more, I'll do them in a week or 2, guys. Let's go ahead and actually play the video game. Been wanting to do that for quite a while. Yeah, whoever brought up the shiny Shellder Hunt, I actually do want to go do that. Do some fishing. I think it'll be fun. I haven't done that much fishing shunting in a bit. Let's go try that out. I think that should be fun. Let's go replace... Actually, let's just grab this as well, I guess. Yeah, and we'll lead Exceldor. So, I get this question a lot whenever I use different leads for different shunts. Exceldor has the sticky hold ability, which when out of battle gives you increased chance of fish biting, which does like really matter. It does like really impact the amount of extra bites you get. So definitely use that whenever you're doing for any sort of fishing shunting. This is a pretty comfy location if this is the best spot for Shellder. There's a bunch of different spots you can shunt for Shellder, I think, at very common rates. There's also Horsey here, which is a really cool fishing shiny. We're gonna see where I want to shunt. I'm not really decided on it yet. There's a bunch of different locations, but I'm gonna start here and see how it goes. Horsey's a good start to this location for sure. And the encounters feel... I probably should pop a lure and also see what lure encounters pop up here as well, because luring while fishing is super nice. Like, being able to get double battle... Like, fishing's really slow for encounters. Being able to get double battles and that effectively being, 2 encounters in 1 is super nice. The only issue with using lures while fishing... Love your shiny Psyduck. The only issue is you have to, like... Oh, Corsela's here as well. That's so good. One of the main issues with lures while fishing is there's no menu or no like confirmation to repop. You have to manually repop all of your lures whenever like the steps wear out, and 1 fishing attempt equals 5 lure steps. So that's an important thing to keep in mind. There's a lot of different Pokemon here, which is not ideal so far. So I doubt this spot is like great for Shellder. I've already seen I've seen Slowpoke, Corsola, Horsey. I've seen a lot, Gyarados. I've seen a lot of different Pokemon here, which doesn't make me super hopeful for this spot. I might want to change things up. Yeah, there's a bunch of different, like, quote-unquote very common spots for Shellder in the Pokedex, but something being very common in like, it doesn't exactly tell the full story. Also, it's common here, not very common, so I probably shouldn't be here in the first place. Let's see what else. There's New Bark Town, Johto. I'm probably going to want to change locations here in a sec. I'm going to try New Bark Town, probably. If it's in a town, that's a good spot. You can just easily travel there. Let's try... Yeah, I'm going to head to Johto here in a quick sec. We'll try New Bark Town. Like, there's so many different Pokemon here. It's not worth... I'm not even seeing... Yeah, let's head over to New Bark. All right, New Bark Town. Johto should be right here in this water. Unable to find item. What fishing rod do I need here? Wait a minute. How do I get the super rod in Johto? Do I not have it? Johto. Very common New Bark. Wait, I don't have the super rod in Johto. I rushed through the storyline too fast. Uh-oh. How difficult is it to get, boys? Okay, I can follow this guide on how to get the rod. From the Pokemon Center in... This says Moss Deep City. Wait, is that the right... Isn't that Hoenn? Where's Moss Deep? Why is it telling me that? In Heart Gold. Huh? Where do I get Super Rod? Talking to the Silence Bridge, Fishing Guru, and Route 12. What are these? I'm getting crazy different answers on Google. What the fuck? I'm literally seeing people in my chat are saying Route 12, Route 26, Route 43, Lake of Rage. I'm literally like, dude, it is actually crazy how it's impossible to find. I'm going to check Route 26. That seems like the most likely for Super Rod. Dude, it's actually hilarious how nobody can decide where the Super Rod is in Johto. How do you... What the heck? Okay. It's got to be this guy. Okay. Let it be known. Anyone who didn't say Route 26 was wrong. Okay? And heck you for spreading misinformation. Route 26. This house, okay? In Johto for Fishing Rod. Wait, that's an awesome double battle. That's a promising... Okay, I'm excited for the spot. What are you fishing for? Shellder? Yeah, Shellder's the main one tier. I'm seeing a bunch of Shellder, so this could be a really good spot. Good luck to all Shunters. We got the Shiny Charm active, the Donator status active. 29 days left on it. We're fishing over here at 30,045 encounters. Let's see if we see a dope Shiny today. I'd be super happy with Shiny Shellder. Chinchou is the other Pokemon that I've seen here so far. Chinchou would be fine. I'd prefer to go like Shiny Hunt Lantern as a ×5 horde, because that's like way easier, obviously. So getting Chinchou as a single encounter fishing shunt would kind of be a waste, but at the same time, I mean, it's a shiny that I do want to get, and it looks awesome. So, you know, not the worst thing in the world by any means, but hopefully we'll see Shellder here. I'm gonna pop my lures, and bam, we'll see what happens. Wait, I actually know what happened. So Danny typed in chat, Pat, I got stuck. I can't move or fish or type / unstuck. I bet it's that glitch. So there's a glitch where if you fish too fast, this is so funny. If you fish too fast, the game will think you're still in a battle, even though you're like out. And yeah, it works. Yes, it's like the fishing. It's a very common fishing glitch. If you fish too fast, the game will think you're in a battle, but the game won't show you in a battle. So you won't be able to do any like actions outside of the battle because it thinks you're in a battle. So if you relog, it'll like show you back in that battle. It's very weird, but if you do a lot of fishing shunting, you run into that glitch semi-often. Hey Pat, I don't know if you saw my message earlier, but I have a bunch of friends from Maryland. We always debate whether the flavored ice dessert is Italian ice or water ice. Who the fuck calls it water ice? You're trolling. It's definitely Italian ice. Or like, if you want to like generalize it and just call all like frozen ice dessert like Ritas or something, I could see that. I cannot understand water ice. What? That's crazy. Flavored ice, snow cone, Ritas, all of these are acceptable. Italian ice, water ice is unhinged. What does that even mean? What do you call Gatorade juice water? I don't understand. Like or water juice? It's so crazy. I kind of want to check for a shiny flip today, but it's kind of I'm in the Shiny Charm and I don't want to block my encounters. Is this gonna block? Let's see if it goes to 47. Yeah, that's gonna block for sure. Okay, I'll have to shiny flip later if I want to do that, but I do kind of want to look for one at least today at some point. This is a great question. Is it possible to breed a Pokemon and keep its particle, or does the egg lose it? Every time you breed a Pokemon with a particle, it should always pass it over, like no matter what, from my understanding. Like if you are breeding any Pokemon with any particle, like any particles involved in the breed should always be passed down to the baby, from my understanding. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure, like no matter the species, no matter who's male, female, whatever, ditto, like all the particles should always be passed down. It's pretty easy to pass particles, thankfully. How many particle effects are there now? That's a really good question. We could try to count really quick. It's going to take a little bit of time, but let's see. Particles. So Hitodama, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At Fireworks, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. At Spider's Web, 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 at Shiny Kanto Friends. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, right? I think I didn't miss anything. 34 particle effects are in PokeMMO. If you include Shiny particle effect, I think it's 35, I guess, technically. I don't think there's anything missing on that list other than that. So I think 35 technically if you count the shiny one. And you guess, fuck, if you count secret shiny, it's 36. There you go. For those who don't know what shiny Shellder looks like, well, hopefully there's one of the GTL. I'm really embarrassed here, but hopefully shiny Shellder is super gorgeous, dude. Okay, there is one. Dude, look at this. It's such a good shiny. I love orange shinies. I feel like there's not that many. Obviously, it's Celdor is one. Metapod is one. There's not that many orange shinies, but this, dude, it's so drastic. I love it. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we get some good RNG here. It's kind of a miracle that I have 31 OT shinies and no shiny tentacruel yet. I've been trying to avoid them, but got some other common shinies in their place, I guess. But one day I'll definitely get one at some point. What's a cheap vanity you really enjoy that most people don't? One that most people don't that I really enjoy? I feel like the vanities that I enjoy that most people don't aren't cheap. Like Holly hair clip I've come to enjoy for hilarious reasons, which is really expensive, and then vampire fangs like 25. They've gone down to 25 mil. Cheap. What's like a cheap vanity that I like that most people don't? I guess Koban, but I think people, like it now. Dude, what's a cheap vanity? Bunny tail isn't used very often, but it's a really cheap one, 24k. Cheap vanity I like, but most people don't. Vampire, or not vampire, zombie head. Kind of takes over an outfit, but I think it's kind of cool. The green meme. I really like the futus. I kind of love these. They're super dumb. You can make them work, but they're kind of they can be super ugly. But I feel like if you can make them work, it's so impressive in an outfit. Which being able to make a disgusting vanity look cool and make one work in an outfit, I think is really impressive. So Futu's probably up there. How come some dollar amounts are in yellow/red on the GTL? So the GTL keeps track of like what the average price of an item is. So if something's yellow, it means on average at that time, it's like slightly overpriced. And if it's red, it's like very overpriced. But that may not necessarily actually be accurate. It's really like, it's kind of like a general guideline so that players don't like accidentally go to the GTL and say, oh, luxury balls, 750. I'll go ahead and buy that. But it's like, you can just buy these for... Looked up luxury ball, probably cheaper, I would guess. Just kidding, these are the cheapest right now, and that's a great example of like it's not always like accurate. It's just like it's a general guideline based on some sort of algorithm, but it's very not 100% accurate and kind of wonky. All right, that shiny charm ended. Okay, let's do a quick break, a quick little 2-minute break. I'm gonna grab a Mountain Dew, restroom break, and I'll pop a charm if people want to keep hunting. So give me 1 sec, guys. All right, with a full shiny charm link and the power of the Banjo-Kazooie full soundtrack, let's go ahead and pop a shiny charm and see if we can get any shinies within this hour, fellas. Good luck to all hunters. Let's pop a charm. Bam, bam, pop a lure. There we go. Let's see what happens. We're going to fish as fast as possible. We're at 30,255 encounters. Charms active. Dono active. Can we get lucky? Let's see what happens. Good luck, good luck. You want to know the most ironic, crazy thing? I could go pop my Helix fossils that I've been saving right now on my charm, and I could get shiny Cranidos to the same exact playlist. Or shiny Omanyte to the same playlist that I got Cranidos to. How poetic would it be? Is it worth to do? What do we think? I mean, it's fate. That's all you had to say, chat. We're heading to Sinnoh, boys. I just feel like it's the place to be, okay? Sometimes you get that feeling. Sometimes you just get the feel. This is the shiny to hunt today. I'm on my own charm. I'm on my Donator status. I'm going to put all these in here. I'm going to grab 1 shiny for good luck, my Rampardos. I'm going to move all of the empty boxes that I have. Not that one. Up to the start here. I only have 3 to fill, so it's 60, 180, what, 240? I only have space for 240. Okay, so we're going to pop around 240 fossils and see what happens. Wish me luck, fellas. Here is inventory number 1 of the 300 or so Helix fossils I have. Thankfully, they pop super fast. Here's the full inventory of number 1. Let's see. Yeah, the bike sound effect when you pop it. So nice. So nice. Nothing interesting so far. Thank you guys for the good luck. I've been slowly stocking up on more fossils. Okay. Not there. Next one for sure. All right. The first box is full. We're on to box number 2. We have a lot of time left. We're going pretty fast here. Curious, after popping these fossils, could you / would you breed the mons for another chance at shiny, or do you just sell / release? So with Cranidos I would sell, or sorry, with Cranidos I would rebreed for another chance. With Omanyte I would just sell / release because they're not worth as much. Omanytes don't have like much of a base price. Their fossils are the cheapest. Cranidos fossils could be anywhere from like 6 to 10k. I probably bought them for like 8k on average. Omanyte fossils are like 5k average, maybe even like 4,500 a piece, so they're way cheaper. It's a big, it's like half the price almost per fossil. So I would say for Omanyte, release / sell, and then for Kryninos I'd rebreed. Also, I'm not like hard hunting Omanyte. I'm just doing cheap fossils essentially. I really love Shiny Rampardos. It's my second favorite shiny of all time. I like shiny Omanyte and Omostar a lot, but I don't like love them as much as, you know, other memes. It's kind of just like an easy, fun little thing to do, you know? This is a good question to like do some math over. So still cheaper to breed them with Shidos though? No. Yes. So if I wanted to like go the cheapest route, well, I guess time is money. So if I were to just breed Omanytes with Dittos, that'd be cheaper, 100%. Fossils are around, yeah, like you said, it's around 3,000, maybe like 3,300 Pokeyen per encounter with Dittos, 5,000 per with fossils. Totally correct. The thing is though, with eggs, after each batch, so like 400 Pokemon or so, you have to spend 6 hours hatching those Pokemon. That is a lot of time, just like AFKing. 6 hours hatching is brutal, versus like the 1 to 2 hours to sell off all the 1x31s and then just like release the rest and go again. So like you end up saving so much time doing fossils, so much time, you know, you're saving 4 hours essentially every 400 encounters. I don't know what the math on that is. Like, how do you, so let's do 30,000 divided by 400 encounters. That's 75 batches times 4. That's 300 hours saved for doing fossils over Dittos on a fossil mod if you can do them. Now, whether that's worth the Pokeyen save is kind of up to the fossil. These are obviously the cheapest fossils, so it's super worth. But like something like an Archon fossil hunts is probably not worth versus like just Dittoing, right? So there's a lot of complicated math, a lot of things to consider on a super long hunt like this, and also things like rare shunts that take fossil hunts and eggs, and there's a lot of complications to that stuff. I haven't even thought about this, but it does feel like kind of a dope flex to be fossil shunting with a shiny Rampardos behind me. Not gonna lie, that feels pretty good. All right, there's box number 2 filled, so that's 120 encounters. Yeah, so it'll be 180. I did my math wrong. Yeah, 180 encounters is all I'll be getting here. Okay. Holy shit, that's a crazy IV'd Omanyte. Everything's 25 plus. We'll name that noted god. Oh, that's sick. Wow. So the lore glitch, someone asked what the lore glitch was. The lore glitch is when, on the very last step of the lore, you also get an encounter. And then you're given the pop-up message while entering the encounter. Hey, do you want to repop another lore? And you obviously click yes. And then when you click yes, you get out of the encounter. You take a step and it doesn't repop your lore. So it like fucks up your lore rotation. So you have to like manually pop lores if that glitch happens. Or if that interaction happens, which it should just be, yeah, it's a glitch that it doesn't actually repop. So yeah, that's the lore glitch explained for someone asking. It's like a really common occurrence with single encounter shunting that I would love to see fixed. A lot of shunters would love to see that fixed. Why is shiny Lucario so hard to get? Because whenever you rebreed, so it's Lucario is an egg hunt. Generally, you can single encounter for it, but it's really, really hard. Lucario is generally an egg shunt, and whenever you breed Lucario, it comes out as a baby Riolu. So every time you breed Lucario, you have to either evolve all of those Riolu to be able to rebreed them, or just sell all the Riolu, cut your losses, or like release all the Riolu and buy 60 more or 400 more Lucarios, which is pretty brutal. Yeah, it's because when you rebreed, they come out as baby Pokemon as Riolu, which is pretty freaking tough. There's the last Omanyte is a 2x31. That's pretty cool. That's like pretty poetic. That's the last Omanyte. I have 16 minutes left. I have 16 minutes. PC is full. However, I'm going to do something, okay? I'm going to... Need a little space, though, is the issue. No, I'm going to do this. I'm going to grab this box, and drag it to the start. And I'm going to grab Pokemon like Tepig. And I'm going to grab the couple Shidos I have in my mail. We're going to go breed these. I'm going to head over to Unova. And with my Charm active and my Dono, we're going to do a little bit of breeding and see what we can do. All right, over in Unova. Here we go. Let's see how this goes. I missed clicked a little. That's okay. Pretty fast, though. Okay, I'm out of Shidos used, essentially. I'll do one more on... I don't have any, like, male... I don't have that many male Aldinos. Let me start grabbing female Aldinos and then grabbing breeders for them. So I'll grab these, and then let me grab... I need to start buying fairy... Egg group fairy... males. Cheapest. 2K is a good one. I'll buy a couple of these. Okay, let's go. We buy cheap Dittos. Keeps like glitching a little. Okay, perfect. Okay. Perfecto. We go. We hunt. Is the shiny roll for eggs when they open or when you make them? It's when you make them, which is why you make as many eggs as possible on Donator and on Charm. And then you, oh, 1 sec, sorry. I'm in a weird spot. You make as many as possible on Donator and on Charm, and then after it's over, you hatch them all. Great question. All right, this should be the last 2 breeds. I'm not sure if I'm going to get these on Charm. Yeah, but that's okay. Whew, how many encounters did I do within that 1 hour Charm that were like rares? I did, let's do math, fellas. I did, 60, 120, 180 fossils plus 60 eggs, so 240s. Plus, I did, that was like also like I did a bunch of Shellder fishing, right? Obviously, so like, dude, in the like last half, like 30 minutes of Charm, I did like 240. My pace was really good then. What the fuck? That's nuts. I did like 240, or it's 180 plus. Yeah, 240 plus 246 plus 30. That's actually nuts. Wow. I'm really happy with that. So, what's my current number? 318 plus 246 would be the math, I'm pretty sure. 30,564 is my new shiny encounter number. Pretty nice. All right, now I'm just going to hatch eggs while I sort of relax a little. But I do want to do some other shunts and stuff as well. We'll grab this here, and we'll grab our eggs and see what happens. You know what I can do while I'm waiting for these eggs to hatch? I can do that shiny flip that I wanted to do earlier. That's kind of perfect, honestly. Let's try to see if we can find anything today. We might just not find anything today, but let's keep an eye out. This is interesting at 2.1. Male humanoid age group, been up for 4 hours. This is really interesting. I might go for this. And I flip it for what, 2.8? It's 700k flip for 2.1 mil in. It's not great. Is my only concern. I feel like it's really good though. Oh, I don't know. It's hard to tell. Let's do 25 plus here, 25 plus here. I'm gonna go for it. It's been up for 4 hours. That should be a flip. I'm gonna sell it for 2.8. It's only 7, or I guess 800k. Or no, 7. Yeah, I'm only getting 700k on it, but it should be a pretty quick flip if that's the meme. Should be pretty fast. Yeah, I'll sell it like this, so it'll be a little cheaper than the Spinda. It should be a pretty fast flip considering all things. But yeah, that should be pretty. There you go. Pretty easy. Okay, I'm finally selling some of these Cranidos boxes, man. It feels good to get rid of them. I'll trade 5 at a time. Do 120k up front, and it'll be 60 Cranidos. All right, I sold a bunch of these Omanytes, so I'm gonna go ahead and claim all those. Those are sweet. That one up. That's cool. How much Pokeyen there? 137. Not too much, but like all my other random ones sold for 2k, which is super cool. We'll claim all. Got some Pokeyen that and I finally started selling. Dude, look, I have so many more empty boxes now than I have in a very, very long time. I sorted a lot of my Cranidos. All my female Cranidos are here. So 12, Dex, and 5 are all female Cranies, and these are all, a lot of these are 1x31s. And then a lot of empty boxes over here. I should actually move all of this over to 4. 4, like, no, 3? Probably 3. The numbers are confusing right now. But then 17, or wait, okay. Just let me move this up over here then. Okay, so 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 1. These are all male Cranidos boxes I need to sell. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have one left over right here. Move that over to box 12, because why not? We're making space, fellas. We're doing it. We're finally doing it. Dude, I really, really enjoyed egg hunting today. I don't know if it's Stockholm Syndrome or what, but I really, really miss egg hunting. It's just so fun. It's such how much Pokeyen it costs, but it's so fun on custom strings. Like, it just feels so satisfying. It feels so mechanical. It's a blast, dude. It's a fun break. 6 more eggs left to hatch, fellas. And that's going to be it, fellas. Let's see. Do we get a rare shiny today? The last egg. Wouldn't the last be Aerodactyl? We'll leave the last egg to be an Audino egg. I think that makes more sense. I really want, like, my most wanted shinies out of these is probably, like, Audino number 1, Cherubi number 2. And And then like I'd be happy with. I think it's fun to like do. I really enjoy doing this style of egg shunting where you kind of risk it with a bunch of different options. I've really enjoyed switching to that method. 1 box of Cranidos being sold off. We're gonna start selling 1 through 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are gonna go over to ethanol. 140k. Thank you for your business. Stinky Pat. Would you like to name my Dragonair? It's my first shiny and only shiny. Only because like, so you should name it. I think it's only fitting if I name it after our male. Actually, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Why didn't I think of that before? That's just so genius. How do I? Okay, come on. Goes in this slot. Pog. There you go, man. Hope you're happy. Okay, last egg of the stream, fellas. Let's see what happens. The actual Damp Rock economy expert. You want to know who got me into Damp Rock buying? It's Sir Dusty22 in chat, who said you. Yes, that's actually the man, the myth, the legend, who talked me into Damp Rock investing. Now, for those who don't know, when I say Damp Rock investing, I am 100% memeing. This is just an item collection. You just buy these for fun. There is zero reason to quote-unquote invest in these. They will never open value. It's totally a meme thing. You just buy them to collect, and that's it. Keep that in mind when I say that. So, yeah, there we go. No shiny today. Unfortunately, there is the last of the Audinos. But you know what we did have? No shiny. But you know what we did have? A fun time. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching today's stream. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure to like the video if you did enjoy it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the channel for daily PokeMMO videos. Follow the Discord link down below if you want to see updates on content. Twitch sub, Twitch Prime, YouTube memberships, PayPal, Venmo, all that stuff. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Peace, Reno. Yo, Patrouski here. Firstly, thank you so much for watching till the very end of the video. I truly hope it was worth your time today. And secondly, thanks to everybody whose name is listed here. You guys all go above and beyond and allow me to make daily content. Thanks again. Have a great day.